This week in TechBrits, George finds the volume button, I sit in a chair, and we wave our arms randomly at various parts of the screen. Okay, so I could sit here and play this for ages, but you want a review. So basically, in short, is it any good? Yes, it's very, very good. It's all the best elements from across Battlefield 3's DLC. So you've got the big air battles, you've got tank battles, you've got the massive maps, and basically it's just very, very fun. Now, of course, the new air superiority mode basically turns this into an air combat sim. And that is no bad thing. To an already brilliant game, that is a great extension. Some of you might not like that, but to me, it's pretty epic. And to be honest, I just can't wait until Battlefield 4. And they made a big deal about the dirt bikes which they added to this DLC. Now, I think the physics could have been a bit better, considering they made such a focus on it, but it gets you to A to B really fast. You can sort of jump up the dirt mounds out in the desert while shooting your rocket at a helicopter and just do cool, insane stuff like that, which I don't think you'll probably do in a real battle, but hell, this is a game and it's fun.
So now we are on to the discussion part of the program. The part of the program where we like to discuss stuff. It's kind of the whole point of this part. If you guys have any thoughts on any of the things we're about to discuss, leave them in the comments below. So Ryan, what are we discussing?
This week we are discussing a lot of social topics. So we're going to be talking about how Twitter are shooting themselves in their virtual foot, how Facebook have completely revamped their rather tired old newsfeed, and of course YouTube's new layer, which you could be seeing right now.
Yeah. So let's start with Twitter and how they're shooting themselves in the foot.
Well, we've been reporting over the last few months how Twitter have changed their API rules and switched to a token limit. Now, they've been pushing more and more developers out of their respective stores. So a notable one lately has been Falcon Pro on Android, something which I use, and basically they've had to remove themselves from the App Store.
So if you already have Falcon Pro, can you still use it?
You can still use it because you've still been assigned a token.
That's
but of
alright
course,
then.
They're not going to be updating
It's only
it now.
like 100,000 tokens an app. That's like hardly anything considering. I'm surprised Tweetbot's still around.
Yeah.
Another noticeable one is actually TweetDeck, which Twitter did buy, and I think they're shutting it down. They're shutting down TweetDeck. They're shutting down all the native Twitter app for Mac, all the TweetDeck clients for all the devices. I think they're keeping Twitter for iPhone because they're not that stupid. But they're making everything more web-based. They're pushing web-based sort of services.
Yeah, in their latest Twitter update for mobile devices, for iOS and for Android, I think it's for Windows Phone as well, they've removed support for a lot of third-party image and video services as well.
Yes, yeah. I don't know why. That doesn't really make sense because they're not really in the sort of the API rules, are they?
Well, again, the thing is Twitter is trying to make people use their own services, their own Twitter picture upload services.
I don't mind the Twitter picture upload service, if I'm honest.
No,
I don't mind the
only problem is you can only upload one at a time to it currently.
Yeah, that's true. But that's probably going to be updated. If they don't, then that's silly. But although I can kind of see why they do that, because the link for the actual photo takes up quite a few characters. So if you're just uploading loads of photos, you can't like expect to be able to upload a 800 picture album to Twitter, and I think that's why Twitter's limited it to one. But the thing that's annoyed me is sort of how they're just sort of getting rid of just third-party apps altogether. The whole reason I use Twitter is because of the third-party apps. On the desktop, I'm not so bothered because I do use the website. But on my phone, I use Tweetbot. Tweetbot gone. On my iPad, I use Tweetbot. If Tweetbot was gone, I think there'd be a massive backlash. Like TweetDeck's quite a big one, but it was owned by Twitter. So like people kind of saw it coming, but if Tweetbot disappears, I think we're going to have a problem.
What you said is the third-party apps that people use Twitter for and how it expands the service. I mean, it's not just for picture uploads and things like that. Like Twitter gets used by other apps. There are API for all different things. Like there's different location apps and stuff which use Twitter, and you can like scale back your entire timeline and.
A Twitter sort of competitor, app.net, heard about them? Oh, we've mentioned them a couple of times. They've announced that they're going to be doing a free
I'm on there already.
Which I think limits you to 50 followers.
You can only follow 50 people.
Yeah, 50 followings. Sorry, which I quite like sort of the limit, and there is a sort of tweetbot client for app.net.
It's very cheeky because basically when all of this hit the news, they start sending out beta invites. So that's where I got on.
Sold me out. And then obviously there's Hello, which is HEELLOO, I think, Hello. But the problem with Hello is it has no sort of mobile client. Mobile is where I have Twitter. Like, that is where I tweet most from, because I'm out and about all the time. And yeah, so it needs to have... Once Hello gets a mobile client, I reckon people will be jumping ship.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. There's still space in the arena. If you make a Twitter rival, which is free and has a mobile app...
We should make one.
The thing is I was genuinely about to develop a new Twitter app for Android that I'd sort of got into the whole plan stages for it, and then these API rules come in, and I was like, bugger. Well, that's that idea screwed.
Hello needs an app.
I've not looked whether that's an open API or not.
Well, if not, app.net.
Yeah, well, you've already got NetBot for that, which is Tweetbot's app.net version.
You could do better.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that level.
Or Right. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about Facebook. Twitter's older brother-ish, sort of, not really. Facebook has recently had an announcement, and they've revamped something very old.
Their newsfeed. Now, Facebook has been very segregated lately because they've had the really nice timeline, which I'm a big fan of, but then you have the ugly old newsfeed.
The ugly old newsfeed, we want to make that clear.
Yeah.
Now, Ryan and I have been very careful this week that we genuinely have not spoken to each other about this. So what we're about to have is a real one-to-one conversation about Facebook's newsfeed. Yep. So Ryan, what did you think about it?
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Aha!
Yeah. No, I think it's really nice. The problem is, as I tweeted out as well, that all the screenshots for it obviously have removed all the adverts because that's what makes this look ugly. So once this is released, if they still have those big, blocky, horrible adverts, then it's going to completely ruin the experience. But as it is now, they've just basically blown everything up to just look a bit sleeker.
What I really like is the buttons on the side, where you can say, I want to see statuses, I want to see photos, I want to see video, I want to see music, which is a good one.
The thing is, it did, to me, I'm not quite sure, it looked very Mac-like. It did. Which, for me, because I'm not a fan of Mac, that I actually liked it.
I think, well, what they've done, what they said was they brought the mobile sort of feel to the desktop. And they're also going to be bringing this new UI to the mobile. Obviously slimmed down. I really like it, but I have a problem. Facebook really have to get more consistent with their designs. Because this looks nothing like Timeline.
Yeah.
In my opinion. This looks very Apple, very clean, very sort of rounded edges in a way, not quite very sharp edges, and then Timelines are boxes.
Yeah,
and I think they just kind of need that. It's not the same.
Yeah. Well, if you want to try it out, I mean, they're supposed to be rolling this out.
I still haven't got it.
I was going to say I haven't yet. But you can sign up at facebook.com/newsfeed and you get on the waiting list.
I think once either of us have it, we'll be sure to obviously show you guys, and then you can really judge for yourself. First-hand experience, well, second-hand experience. And thirdly, we want to talk about YouTube. YouTube has had a big rollout. If you were aware, about a couple months ago, they announced this new One channel, where basically the profiles look completely different. It is now rolled out to everyone. We now have it on all of our channels. So if you want to check out One channel, if you haven't already upgraded, you can at youtube.com/One channel. Ryan, what do you really think of the One channel?
The problem is it's very, as YouTube has been, and it's a natural evolution, I suppose, for YouTube, pushing actual quality content and shows. Like, you can set a trailer for why people should subscribe to your channel and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I think it's really nice. I like the design. But I still think YouTube are taking away the community sort of element of it.
Yeah.
It's...
Your other channels or like recommended channels is now just hidden in the corner. I couldn't find it because on our channel we have links to our sort of vlog channels. I couldn't find them. But it's like right in the corner with like the tiniest icon. I think YouTube have to go back and kind of revisit community. They're driving out a lot of really nice designs. They're driving out a lot of really nice sort of features, but community needs to come back because it's been said for a while we're losing it.
Well, I think they've still. I think they pretty much can never get back to what they were from when they changed the whole partner program. When they made the ability for everyone to become partners, then it basically you didn't have that quality control there. Like, people had to work hard to be a partner, and then like the quality content we pushed to the top. Mm-hmm. Now I get the point of making everything fair, but it's not fair because you still have sub for subs, you still have people using view boosters on videos, and people who just make quality content are getting lost a bit in all of this.
Yeah, I think with the loss of that, I think they can still get back to the community vibe, because I think they're losing that, with the exception of the gatherings and kind of sort of events like that. YouTube itself, because the messaging system needs a revamp, big time. The messaging system is one of the messiest things I've ever had to experience. We get a message on my phone. I'll get an email for us, and they'll say like, "I sent you a message." I'll be like, "This is nice. Someone wants to talk to us," and it'll be like channel. Check out my video. If everyone does that, the inbox is pointless. We get about 4 a day.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Is making it. I said this to you the other day, that it's more like a war zone than a community now. Is that people, you have to almost use dirty tactics to get anywhere. It's like our new channel for Ryan and George show.
Dirty tactic.
Yeah, but that's quite a clean tactic. That's quite a clean promotional tactic. But it gets lost. Like, we upload a video, and because we speak about quite general things, you can't have sort of really specific tags on it, and it just gets lost. No one sees it.
When tags disappeared, that was another time that YouTube, I think, went the wrong way.
Tags are still there.
Yeah, they're still there, but I mean, it's visibly. Because for us, for this video, we could leave anything in the tags. We could put absolutely anything and not even reference it in the episode. And people who type that thing in will find our video because the tag's in it. So I think YouTube has really got to rethink sort of the way video is found. I think they've got design fine. Design is okay. Design is good. Leave it. Leave design alone. Fire the design. No, move the design team over to the community team because it needs sorting out. Yeah,
it's actually quite a worrying time for YouTube for something that's supposed to be the next evolution of entertainment.
They're messing up a lot.
Yes.
Anyway, now that we've finished talking about social, I want to show you something, and today I'm bringing this thing out because I wanted to use the bigger screen. And this is called Vector. Now, this is available for iPhone and iPad. 2 separate purchases. I bought them both. That's how good this game is. So we will show you that now. So this is Vector. Vector is a parkour-based game, which essentially is a game based on parkour. If we just go play here, select location. Now there's a small story. It's not a very drastic one. Let's turn the sound down. Really nice music that plays through. But there's a small story. Basically, in the future, everyone is a mindless drone who works in an office, and this one guy decides he wants to escape, and that's what you are playing as. You're playing as the escaper, and you're being chased by a security guard. So
pretty much real life as it is today.
Yeah. So let's go here quickly, and now basically, like Ryan, it's a bit like Temple Run, but side-scrolling version. You go collect all these boxes and do all these tricks. But without getting caught by the guy. If you miss any of the boxes, that is actually the difference between 2 stars and 3 by missing one of the boxes. 3 stars, you literally have to get every box and every coin in the game. It's really fast-paced, and it's actually really nice to play on both the iPad and the iPhone. 69p on both, which is a change considering most iPad games that have been that are iPhone ports are at least like £1.49. But it's really nice, and it's a really simple game to play. It's literally swipe up, swipe down, go left, go right, and you unlock extra tricks as you play along, which come up at the beginning of every level. There are bonus levels as well, which are not story related, but they're a lot harder, and I tend to avoid them. And obviously there's loads of different zones, which you can unlock just by unlocking more stars. And it's a really simple game. Like I said, 69p in the App Store, so I think you should just go pick it up now, Ryan. So yeah, that's Vector.
That's awesome. That's like a 2D scroller version of Temple Run.
Essentially, yeah. So I think that's everything for today.
Yeah. So, as George said earlier, any comments, leave in the comments box.
Yep.
You can find all our contact details in the description. Please don't forget to hit that one out.
It's there.
I've got this right where it is up there.
No, it's down there.
Yes,
it's
it is
down there now. It's down there now.
here. Please don't forget to hit this subscribe button down here.
Or here. If you're watching this 10 years from now, it's back over here.
20 years, it's there. But yeah, and apart from that, hope to see you next week, and ciao.